In this episode of the Kita Anime Podcast, fire, fire, fire! Oh no, not the limited editions!
Glasses?
Ding. All that and more coming up.
The show begins in 3, 2, 1.
It's time for the Kita Anime Podcast with Dito and Ktdata. The Kita Anime Podcast is brought to you by Cold. It's freaking cold. Everybody stay safe because it's cold. Hey everybody, welcome to the Kita Anime Podcast. I am Ktdata.
And this lovely person is Dito.
And this is the podcast where we come and discuss animes. Dun dun dun.
Wait, what? Well, I thought I was here to talk about candy.
Well,
Crush.
Well, my whole I wanted to talk about the Super Bowl, but
Oh, the Super Bowl. I get it.
All sports all the time on the Kita Anime Podcast. You couldn't tell from our title, right?
Eh?
But if you guys have never seen this show before, that's literally what Dito and I do. We go watch some animes, come back, and we discuss them. And sadly, we have to say goodbye to yet another anime. I'm out of Kleenexes.
I am too, actually.
If you guys are like, wait a minute, where do I find all these nifty shows that you guys are talking about? Well, all you got to do is head on over to ktdata.net, look for episode 6 of the Kita Anime Podcast, and voila, links to go watch all the shows. No, messy things. You just go to the shows and they stream. Don't have to know how to do any fancy
maybe
things.
not so messy,
Yeah.
but KT
Yeah.
likes to leave a spill once in a while.
It's like a Easter egg hunt for people, okay?
Ew.
How are you doing, my man, in our frigid, can you tell I'm cold state?
Head cold. I've been fighting head cold all weekend.
Ooh, so you're not feeling you're feeling worse than I am, man. But you have Red Bull at least.
Yes, I have lots of Red Bull.
All right, how about we jump into our first anime of the night, Dito, and at the same time we say goodbye to it, if I can do this right. And our first anime of the night is Outbreak Company, and it is brought to you by All the Base, because all your base belong to us. All right.
Dun dun.
So last episode, beach episode. Woo! We faked the documentary, and why does it take 5 old perverts to pick a swimsuit? Because it's by committee.
Electorals.
Yes. So Outbreak Company has kind of been hinting at this all the time, that the Japanese government had alternative motives for bringing in otaku culture to the world of Eldoran, or Eldant. Alderan. What are we gonna do? Huh? Send the Death Star to Eldoran? Eldant.
That's why I put the name down.
Yep. And so the truth is finally told to Shinji, and he's like, no!
The most destructive power in existence is the otaku culture. Wait. Blast!
It's because, if you guys really didn't know, Dito and I have been contracted by the U.S. government to become super soldiers in cultural spreading of otaku.
My God, we suck.
We work for the man, and now we're spying on you.
I was gonna say it's like really, really bad. I'm glad I stopped myself.
It's funny because State of the Union was tonight too. But so Shinji's, he's like going, what can we do? So he comes up with a plan. What's the plan, Dito?
To put pencils on his head and run around. No, since the his elaborate plot twist with the what was her name? Petrotica? Wow, I don't even
I've
know.
never been able to say her name, so
It's like
don't.
like Petrotica, I think it is. But like after his elaborate discussions with her, um, he basically triggered a death flag, and to go about of preventing his own death, he elaborately puts someone else in his place just to prove that they're out to get him.
Because you send in your special forces. So if you were in charge of special forces, how would you disguise your special forces, Tito?
Gothic Lolita. Wait, sorry. Why not in covert gear? Because that's the most way. It's the best way to, hide your presence.
The power of the maid comes forth. You know what's funny though about this whole anime and stuff? So you get this assassination attempt, and then Shinji somehow manages to convince the Japanese government not to axe him. Some of it being because he can pull strings in Eldant, and now he's doing even something more crazy: is bringing the anime back home and making everybody in Eldant make their own mangas, light novels, and anime. That's kind of an interesting concept. Is homegrown, because I'm a fan of homegrown.
Well, in this case, it's more like dojin. That's what it technically would be considered dojin. Since they have a few enlightened people who can create their own stories, and then you have a few artists out there who can do their own drawings, it's not hard to say that they can create their own animes and mangas. So why not, right?
Actually, since a lot of people they call what do they call the anime art style? The America May. What would you call Eldent? Would it be Eldent May or Anni Dant?
Dance. I'd call it the other world.
Sure. Way to be creative with the names, Dito. Way to be creative. What are you on? Majestic Prince?
Maybe.
But I was excited. What did you think? What did you think about this anime? I thought it was great. I was kind of sad that we didn't see more of Bluth and his wife, because I thought they were an adorable couple. But you only see them in
They didn't even see his wife.
you only see them in the opening sequence, and I'm like,
Yeah.
aw, I wanted to see them hang out and chill like a married couple.
It was an anime about me going to another world in my dreams.
I'm not gonna say anything because I can see you running into a burning building trying to collect a super limited edition thing.
Yes, I would too.
So how would you rate this in the vast amount of animes that we have seen? Would it be, is this on a must watch or recommended after you kind of settled into the genre, or Attack on Titan never watch level, or what?
No, this is definitely above Attack on Titan. This is, I put it as a 4 out of 5. It's a basically to watch when you have it.
4 out of 5 snowball microphones. All right.
Yeah, 4 out of 5 snowball microphones. This is a watch. The only reason why I don't put it at a 5 right now is mostly just because that,
Because it's not Attack on Titan. For
yes,
all you guys
right.
listening, Dito just rolled his eyes at me.
Yeah, so for those who are, the reason why we're saying this, just a little recap that we're talking about earlier today, was that we just found a website that had like the top 13 animes of 2013, and out of the 13, about 6 of them had to, 6 or 7 of them had to relate to Attack on Titan, and somehow they put it under best fantasy over sword art, which was fantasy.
Why would you do that?
So it's just like we understand Attack on Titan is very popular itself, but again, we must reiterate, it is way too overhyped. And
yes,
that's an opinion we're going to stick with. That's our own opinions, of course, and deal with it.
Yeah. All right. Let's go into our next anime, which is not going away. Thank God.
Yay, because we love it. And pantsuits.
And our next anime is Log Horizon, and it's brought to you by
Adjusting your glasses, because you can't plot without adjusting your glasses. But we need that little like ching sound too that they do.
We're not that high production, man.
Damn. Last episode, money can buy a guild building. You don't want to get into Shinoi's blacklist, or you might find yourself on the wrong end. Yes, on his glasses side. And the round table has been established. Because square tables make it weird and awkward to talk to your friend in the kitty corner.
And you don't want triangles either. It's bad for the crotch area. I'm just saying, sharp corners. Super sharp corners.
Super sharp corners. All right, so because we just had an episode of Beach, why not another Beach episode?
I think they timed it out perfectly because they knew that we were going to do 2 other animes that had beach episodes, and they're like, wait, we can't give these guys another beach episode. So for 3 animes in 1 episode, they would talk about beach episodes. Think about their noses. They'd end up like squirting out too much blood and like having issues and have to go to the emergency room for low blood volume.
Yes,
that is my conspiracy theory.
But this isn't just a normal beach episode, too. This is a training exercise that was brought forth by the round table to start training their newbies. What better way to train your newbies than at a beach, right?
Yeah. Well, then you get to go camping, and you have camaraderie, and
swimsuits.
And Marie doesn't go crazy.
Swimsuits. Swimsuits?
I'm actually wondering how they designed all the swimsuits, because they look more like traditional swimsuits than like Log Horizon World swimsuits. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I like it because, like, well, I guess it was funny because that, it's still a meshing of the real world and Log Horizon, and is it the Elder Tales or whatever it is.
Yeah. I was surprised that Marie had a pretty modest swimming suit, I gotta say. Like, aren't you surprised about that too?
Not really.
Well, you didn't know. It was her idea to go to the beach in the first place.
Yeah, but she's not trying to impress anyone. She just wants to go because it's summer. She wants, shaved ice, curry, and beach.
Marie's my favorite character so far. She just takes the best out of everything. Don't you notice? You never noticed that?
It's not that. It's just like she takes the best out of everything. And just like, she's not taking you. Oh.
Who says I'm the best of everything, jerk? I'm gonna take my microphone and go home now. Oh wait.
Okay. Wait. You are. Oh.
All right. So let's get into the gritty and gritty of why they're going to the beach, anyways. It's for training. So we all know, MMO stands for massive multiplayer. Multiplayer is important. So, you want to talk about what they're trying to learn in the training camp?
I thought MMORPG stand for mostly men online playing girls.
That's the internet. Get it right.
Oh, damn.
But so they're trying to learn some new concepts like working in a team,
What's that?
I don't know. I solo, so totally don't.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Dirty pun. Anyways. So the concept of what it means to be in a party, which every job class has a specific duty and how to work it with these abilities and everything. Because as you see with Shiroi,
where did you get the T from?
I don't know where I got the T from. That T just popped in there. What do you mean, Ray? It just popped in there. Yes, I had to make that reference. Anyways, showing that knowing your combatants, knowing your party members and everything is a good way to increase your productivity in destroying monsters. Or just a way to kill time and gain levels, right?
Sort of, because everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. Like, you're not going to go send a healer in to be your frontline guy, right? And get butchered because they have no attack.
Even still, I've seen it happen. And
You're the one who sent him in,
Yeah, he is the 1%, not me. I didn't do it.
says
Like, I
Dito
died.
as he touches his glasses.
But in this case, it's like the best way to learn team strategy is to work with your party in a dungeon with lower mobs, of course.
Of course, skeleton mobs.
Skeletons. There was no Skeletor, but
Yo, Bob!
Oh, that was such a horrible cartoon, and I still want to go watch it. Is that bad?
no, it's our childhood.
I mean, yeah. I've been watching Digimon as of late too, and I forgot that they go into the sewer in like the 3rd episode, and there's like sewer Digimon, and they throw pink poops at them while they're running away.
Pink poop, because you can't have real poop.
Yeah, and then the dub ends up calling it like some kind of gel or something. Kids, don't put that in your hair. So another interesting part is also the people of the land. They invited the round table of Akihabara to a party so they can learn more about each other, which is kind of interesting. So we're kind of learning a little bit more about how the people of the land, how they're organized, how their government's working, and what they have been planned for the adventures. Because keep in mind, in the game, they were non-player characters, so they didn't have that much power on there. But now they're sentient, and they're not giving out quests. Dun dun dun.
And this leads into various problems too. I mean, because of they now have pretty much their own personalities and everything too. Then you have to think too, because of that, and the adventurers are so-called immortal, there's gonna be some segregation between them, and like some just like scared, like they're just scared of them.
Yeah.
It's because they don't know how to react to these kind of people. Because they're just like going, oh, they used to come by and take our quests, and now they're like trying to become equals with us. But we still need them because they did all our biddings, and if they die, they come back. So it's like a race to get their trust, but at the same time too, they're both looking for answers.
This is how both Dito and I reacted when we first met each other.
No, they just looked. We didn't react at all. I just like, hey, do you like anime?
We just got all up close and personal. There was only
Yes.
cardboard separating us.
Yes, there was actually. That's your fault for dressing as the Pocky Box.
And then what was interesting though is there's always a bane when it comes to all gamers out there, Dito. You go to a party, music's playing, people are out there, and then one of the group must go do one thing that gamers hate doing: dancing. Dun dun dun. And then they play hacky sack with who should go dance. And then I love how Shiroe gets suckered into doing the dance. And what's the best way? But gamers may hate dancing, but they have found a solution for dancing. Dito, what do you think the solution is?
Learn. Or get a bard and play a rhythm game.
Yeah, Dance Dance Revolution in Log Horizon. And by the way, if you play Dance Dance Revolution and you don't use that back bar on the machines, you're not a real player. I'm just saying. They put the bar there for a reason, so you can be faster. Shift your weight.
Or look like a fool
Yeah.
with your pants on the ground.
Pants on the ground. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics of this. Pants on the ground.
Look like a fool with your pants on the ground.
Oh, man. And I don't know why you put this is where the second half of Sword Art comes in. Are you just going to say Atatsuki's going to lose all her powers and get trapped in a cage somewhere?
Oh God, I hope not. No, this is my prediction I wanted to do, because we're seeing a lot more like politics come into play now.
Wait, hold on. Dito predicts. Ding.
Yeah, it's just what I'm seeing right now, because in a lot of cases we're going to see like next few episodes are going to be stuck in like a diplomatic situation. So that's what I'm seeing right now, and they're showing the newbies, so they're going to be more focusing on them. So in this case, it's kind of like on Log Horizon, or not Log Horizon, Sword Art kind of turned into this, they kind of just turned around into this other story and then like focusing on other people.
But don't you think they're going to execute a lot better than the Sword Art did?
Oh, yeah. It's going to execute, but it's just my prediction that it's going to be a lot more political now. Like they're just going to be trying to convincing the people of the land about stuff they want to do, or maybe like new spells or abilities. Maybe there's like this with the new expansion, like new quests and weapons and gear that they're going to have to do. You know, maybe, I don't know, some event quests or something like that that they don't know of. You know, I just from a standard MMO RPG gamer, if you kind of look at it, it's like it's gonna be a lot more focus on I think on the newbies this time around, for at least next few episodes.
I just hope the newbies stop going, oh my god, I used to be weak, now I'm not anymore thanks to Shiro. I get it. You've said it for 3 episodes straight now. We get it. Yeah. You can stop saying it. Just keep going.
Oh, I hope that it doesn't. I hope it doesn't do that. I hope that they don't focus on them and they're just explaining like how weak they are until like the end of this session.
Oh man!
And they don't gain 1 level.
Yeah, I just maybe they're gonna get better. Let's hope better. Yeah.
It's not that I'm saying it's gonna get worse. The second half of Sword Art Online, anything is better than this.
Watch by the end of these 25 or 26 episodes, Dito is going to compare it to Attack on Titan, and then that hit rock bottom then.
Oh, if it goes that far itself, I'm just like, okay, KT, let's drop this. It'd be the first thing, like if we ever have an anime that's so bad that we drop halfway through the whole Kita anime podcast, that will be a feat.
Yes. And you know what else is a feat? This episode is already done. Now that's a feat.
Yeah, because KT and I kind of forgot that this our Outbreak company was only going to be 12 episodes instead of 13.
I swear it said 13.
We don't have previews for the next season yet.
So what we're going to do is something special. Next episode will be episode 1 of the winter 2014 season. And we're going to kick it off with a winter anime preview. So you have until then to send us your suggestions for what animes you want to watch. And if not, Dito and I are just going to pick Digimon and Fighting Foodons for the other 2.
Yes.
The dubs. And that's what we're going to do.
Oh, God, dubs. Oh, we're going to have way too much fun. What we're going to do is we're going to edit out everything and then put our own. We're going to ad-lib everything.
Yes. And then I'm just going to go around going, racer, 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 racer. I'm excited about that. But if you want to send us those animes, just send us an email at kita@ktdata.net. If you send it to the other one, I don't think it goes anywhere. So kita@ktdata.net, or leave it on our Facebook page, facebook.com/ktdatanet, or on our Google Plus page, Kita Anime Podcast, or on Twitter, which Dito is on there now too, as Ahoy Baby, correct?
Yeah.
Ahoy Baby, or at KTData. Either way, you'll get it, and it'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to watch live, I don't know where our live peeps are right now. They all abandoned us. Sad.
Probably because we're doing this fairly early. Normally we don't start. We normally don't start. For
we're just barely starting now normally, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch us live, our next episode will be sometime in February, because neither of us put a date down. February 11th.
11th.
Yes. February 11th, 2014 will be our next live episode. And you can find that at ktdata.net/live. Also, between whenever you hear this and the 1st of February, if you cannot access the site somewhere on the 1st of February, just keep trying. We'll be moving server hosts. But I'll try to keep the interruptions to a minimum.
No, you won't.
Dito, you got anything to pimp?
I on the website right now, do check out the Real Action Hero Saber I posted.
She's big.
She's really big. And if my camera's turned off just another quarter of an inch, you can see her right behind me. I was going to do the Real Bones was it machine number 7 No.
But the name was too long, and you decided not to.
No, I decided to not do a preview on it because it's in the best interest of both me and the website and the actual figure itself to not. Just because, yeah, I'd rather not write a bad review.
Tito's doing dirty things to it.
That too. No, it's one of those I don't think it would have been good for a review. So, but do watch out for my Steins Gate review here on the Steins Gate Figmas in upcoming weeks.
All right, guys. We will see you in 2 weeks unless you watch Kickcast. Then I'll see you next week. Tito, thank you as always. It's a blast, and I hope we never stop doing this.
I hope I never see you again. I mean, hi.
Oh, hi. All right, guys. Bye-bye. That jerk, Tito. I'm going to my trailer.
That jerk, KT. I'm gonna go back to my motorhome. Wait.